You from the Estadio Hidalgo in Pachuca, Mexico. It is our coverage of the Concacaf W Champions Cup Finals. It is semifinal number 1. It is Club América out of Mexico taking on Gotham out of the United States in NWSL. Sean St. Jacques, our entire crew, it's a pleasure to be with you tonight. Weather looks to be just about ready to go as well for a very important first semifinal between two rivals in Concacaf W Champions Cup play. Yes, Club América and Gotham met in the semifinals a year ago, almost to the day. It was May 21st, 2025. Gotham defeating América by 3-1, and Gotham went on to win the Concacaf W Champions Cup. The defending champions, not just of Champions Cup, but of NWSL, are looking to go back-to-back. They'll have to defeat Club América for a second time running in a semifinal in order to do that. But Club América have vengeance on the mind. They'd love to take out the defending NWSL and Champions Cup winners and hope to rewrite their own history after recently claiming a third crown in Liga MX Femenil earlier this season. A look at the bracket. The winner plays in the Saturday final against either Pachuca, also out of Liga MX Femenil, or the Washington Spirit, a former champion of NWSL. Our second semifinal will kick off roughly 3 hours after the kickoff for our first semifinal. The two losers of the semifinals will meet in the third place game, which will also take place on Saturday. Again, two pretty familiar foes considering their Champions Cup history. 364 days ago, they met. We talked about it just a moment ago, a 3-1 Gotham win. All of the goals in that semi came in the first half. Gotham went on to beat Tigres in the final. There's a little bit more to dive into there, which we'll get to a little bit later on. But for Gotham, we've already seen them win 2 NWSL titles in the last 3 seasons. They're in search of becoming an even more dynastic club in these recent seasons, hoping to repeat as Concacaf W Champions Cup winners. But we mentioned it, Club América will not let it go lightly. They'd love nothing more than to spoil that attempt and maybe write some history for themselves if they can get to their first final in this competition as well. And again, a lot of familiar faces on both teams from last year's semifinal, even a player that goes from one team to the other. We'll get to that a little bit later on when we touch on the starting lineups as well. A lot of storylines coming in, not just to this semifinal, but Pachuca, who will be technically the host, if you will, de facto hosts, when they play Washington Spirit later on as well. You can see the fans are still filing in here. It's Club América, so you know there'll be plenty of Club América representation. They could play just about anywhere, and their fans will follow. Tonight is no exception. Coming off a really thrilling win over 2 legs over Monterrey in order to claim a third Liga MX Femenil title in the recent playoffs as well. So already some silverware in the cabinet for Angel Villalcampa's group. They'd love to add a continental triumph to their cabinet as well. While Carlos Amoros's Gotham in NWSL play have been a little bit up and down at times this season, but of course in the group phase of this competition, going back to last year, of course, the last calendar year, Gotham certainly took care of their business. Club América did as well. Coming into this semifinal, Club América have yet to concede a goal. Defensively, they have been incredibly stout. We'll see if they can slow down what is always a very potent Gotham attack in this semifinal tonight. Both sets of competitors just about ready to make the walk here at this beautiful stadium, the Estadio Hidalgo in Pachuca, which has, of course, hosted Concacaf Champions Cup finals before, most recently on the men's side back in 2024, when the host Pachuca were able to defeat Columbus Crew of Major League Soccer just 2 years ago. And you can see some of the pleasantries being exchanged. It's because one of the Club América stars, Jace, the Brazilian international, is a former Gotham player and actually scored for Gotham against Club America in the semi-final a year ago when she was on loan at Gotham from Manchester United, the English Giants in Europe. Former Barcelona star could possibly return the favor to Gotham tonight. And then, of course, some of the mainstays in this Gotham team, the likes of Esther, the likes of Emily Sonnet, Midge Purse, and Katrin Berger are all still there for Juan Carlos Amorós, hoping to continue to add more silverware to the Gotham cabinet. It's something they've been making quite a habit of since Juan Carlos Amorós took over back in 2023. And Angel Villalcampa's done a wonderful job with this Club America group as well. It's been just a fascinating, really growth exercise since he took over a few years back. That's culminated with league silverware for the first time in a few seasons, back-to-back continental semifinals as well. And Club America will hope that if they can triumph tonight, they could just maybe lift the trophy and maybe get onto the international club stage as well. Remember, the winner gets a ticket to the FIFA Club World Cup. Well, we've had some time to mull things over. We're just about ready for the two teams to enter the battlefield here. There is going to be a bit of an edge to this one because of the semifinal a year ago. Gotham want to repeat their glory here in Mexico. Club America stand in their way yet again, hoping to avenge last year's semi-final defeat and make it to their first ever Concacaf W Champions Cup final on Saturday. We've had a chance to drum roll it, if you will, to build up the stakes. What's on the line? Quite a bit is on the line, and a chance for redemption for Club America, a chance to go for back-to-back crowns for Gotham. We'll take this time to step aside for the Champions Cup anthem. We will return with lineups and, more importantly, the kickoff between Club America and Gotham in this Champions Cup semi-final rematch. The two sets of competitors exchange pleasantries here in Pachuca. Sean St. Jacques, our entire crew. It's a pleasure, a privilege to be with you tonight. Semi-final number one, Concacaf W Champions Cup winner goes to the final on Saturday to play either Washington or Pachuca. Angel Villalcampa's starting 11 for Club America, who have revenge on the brain. Look at the likes of Velasco in goal, Okeke, Rodriguez, Haas, and Karina Rodriguez star in defense. Scarlett Camberos captains the side in the midfield, and the former Gotham champion here in Champions Cup, if you will, the Brazilian Jace, leads the front line alongside Alexa Soto in attack. Two captains meet in the center. Marianela Araya of Costa Rica is our head referee. Our referees come from Costa Rica and Honduras. A friendly reminder as well that there is no VAR. So what the referees on the field say goes. You can see Tierna Davidson, the captain for Gotham, came back in the early months of the regular season from an injury, and my goodness, has she been so important to Gotham's season this year, trying to turn things around, but also just overall, their success that they've had under Juan Carlos Amoros. She has been a key cog in the Gotham machine. And she's in the starting 11 alongside Ann-Katrin Berger, who's in goal. The likes of Wrighton, Davidson, Carter, and Midge Purse make up the back four. Emily Sonnet, Savannah McCaskill, Jalen Howell, the three in midfield, and a very impressive front line, led, of course, by Esther, the master marksman, Jaden Shaw, Sophia Cook on either side for Gotham. Well, how many times has Esther come up with a big moment for Gotham, not just in NWSL play, but in Champions Cup? Scored the winner in the final last year against Tigres. And now 364 days on from Gotham's win over America in the semifinal last year. They meet again in the semifinals this year. What will Chapter 2 have in store for us tonight? Winner plays either Pachuca or Washington Spirit in Saturday's final. The loser will play for the bronze. Not just continental glory, but a chance to play in a FIFA Club World Cup. Very much at stake tonight. It will be a partisan Club America crowd. They could probably play even outside of planet Earth. And I'd half believe you that Club America would dominate the supportership even then. They travel everywhere and anywhere to watch their beloved club. And even faced with that, Gotham will feel that they will still prevail. They've been through these kinds of moments many a time, whether it's been in an improbable playoff run in the NWSL playoffs last year or in Champions Cup last year as well. Anywhere they play, they feel they should win. Now, Club America will be in their classic yellow kits. Gotham will be in their blacks. And it will be the defending Champions Cup winners who will get us started. Gotham will kick us off going from right to left in Mexico. And we are just about ready to get things started. Well, in life, let alone in football, you don't always get a second chance. Club America get a second chance at Gotham tonight in this semifinal rematch. The NWSL champions, the Champions Cup winners from a year ago, are planning on another run to the final. Can Club America stop them this time around? That cross is going to be palmed away by Velasco and out of play. Juan Carlos Amoros' group immediately on the front foot inside of 25 seconds. Gotham has an early throw. Howell will reset to Davidson. Oh, it's a lovely little flick towards this near side. Cross into the middle is touched out of play, and it's a Gotham corner very early on. Well, there's a look at Angel Villalcampa. This team's already under some pressure here. Formerly, beg your pardon, of Atletico Madrid on the women's side, Athletic Club, both in Spain on the women's side. The former China under-17 women's coach as well. Before taking over here with America was at Levante back in 2022. From the Gotham corner, did Shaw touch it before it went out of play? They're going to say she did not. Gotham gets the throw. Shaw with a step over, tries to dig out the cross into the middle. The header comes to the outskirts of the area where Gotham can continue to replenish the possession here. It's played to the byline. And that cross is deflected out for another Gotham corner. I'll talk about a suffocating start from the champions here. Well, can the early persistence pay off for Gotham here? Velasco trying to make sure Club America are well set up defensively here. Again, the header is not definitively cleared. But now Club America can break here in transition. This is Jace trying to lead the break. And she is caught up too. It'll be touched back to Berger, and Gotham will clear their lines. But it's given back to Club America here on the turn. Again, there was a chance for Saldivar. Well swept up by Cook, of all people, coming back from the attack to help. Berger outlets it onto the near side to Guro Raitin. Well, Guro Raitin's a key addition for Gotham this season if they are to do more impressive things in NWSL play. And just this weekend alone could be key if Gotham want to pull off back-to-back Champions Cup wins. Camberos trying to fend off Sonnet, ends up fouling Howell, and it's a Gotham free kick. Club America get to the semifinals by winning Group A. Juan Carlos Amoros' Gotham. Once again, were very impressive in Group B, only finished in second to Washington Spirit on goal differential. Just what a fantastic job Juan Carlos Amoros has done, the Madrid, Spain native. Formerly the Tottenham Hotspur women's coach, then went to Real Betis, the interim coach at the Houston Dash. Took over at Gotham in 2023, has won 2 league titles, a Champions Cup win as well on top of that. And a 2-time runner-up in the NWSL Challenge Cup, as well as the Summer Cup when NWSL played Liga MX Femenil sides back in 2024. Did finish in 3rd place in the first ever FIFA Club Champions Cup. That was eventually won by English top side Arsenal out of North London. And of course, Club America recently adding a 3rd league title to their resume in Liga MX Femenil. It's been another wonderful season from Angel Villalcampa's group. They've just grown every year, it feels like. And they'll feel off the back of that they'll have that confidence, the drive, and of course the know-how to potentially steer themselves towards even more silverware starting tonight. This is Nancy Antonio, who tried to play it past Davidson, who blocked it. And then Davidson is the last to touch it. She says it should be a throw-in. I believe the assistant referee, at least initially, has pointed for a corner for Club America. Antonio's ball in, doesn't beat the first defender, and Gotham clears it out for a throw. Well, 3 wins and a draw in group stage play for Gotham in Group B. Scored 8, only conceded 2 to get to this semifinal. Not to be outdone. Same record for Club America, 3 wins, 1 draw, 12 goals, none conceded. Rather impressively, I might add. Sonnet wants Berger to come in. and slide in. And Berger just gets there in time. May have been clipped as well by the approaching Camberos. Bit of a risky play here from Gotham. Sonnet decides not to deal with it and calls Berger to come and get it. She's a bit fortunate that Berger was able to get there in time before Camberos got around Sonnet and maybe could have gotten a touch on the ball. And it might have been a little bit more contact than it looked initially here. Berger is down holding her head at the moment, the goalkeeper. Well, Gotham have brought, and this is a bit unorthodox, they have brought 3 backup goalkeepers with them to Mexico tonight. But when you look at the resumes of said goalkeepers, none of them really come anywhere near matching the one that Ann-Katrin Berger has. Berger has played in every game that Gotham have suited up for in NWSL play this season. None of the backups have had a chance to get in there yet. The likes of Shelby Hogan, Ryan Campbell, Tegan Y. Well, I say not for 2026, at least. We look back to last season. Shelby Hogan played a couple of games for Juan Carlos Amoros. So did Ryan Campbell. Got in for one game, didn't start the game, but did play. But even last season, Berger played in 24 of Gotham's NWSL games. They are heavily reliant on Berger's acumen between the sticks, and rightly so. Looks like Berger's okay to continue for now. Ball played towards Jaden Shaw, deflects in behind, and Club America reset in their own half. Back to Itzel Velasco. KK was able to clear it initially, forced back to her on that far side. We talked about Gotham beating America in the semifinal last year. Club America ended up playing in the 3rd place game against the Portland Thorns, also out of NWSL. They lost 3-0 and finished in 4th last season as Gotham went on to become the inaugural W Champions Cup winners. All part of what was a magical 2025 for the team out of Harrison, New Jersey. That's going to roll out of play. Midge Purse was the target. Midge Purse did score against Club America in that semifinal last year from the penalty spot. Talked about Jace, the Brazilian international, scored the opening goal for Gotham against Club America last time around. And then it was an own goal for Club America in the 33rd minute that gave Gotham a 3-0 lead in last year's semi. Club America got one back before the end of the half. Irene Guerrero, who is the Club America leading goal scorer in Champions Cup this season, is beginning the night on the bench for Angel Villalcampa. Scored before halftime, but there would be no more goals in the contest. Gotham would prevail from there. Well, on the swivel and turn, a miscued pass from Esther. Doesn't happen very often. Forced back to Velasco. Again, winner goes to the final, and not only a chance for a Champions Cup triumph, but also a place in the FIFA Women's Club World Cup. Which will be the first edition of that new revamped competition in 2028. The winners of last year's Champions Cup, this year's Champions Cup, and the 2027 edition will all get automatic berths to that. Which of course means that it's slightly good news for Gotham. They're already there after last year's win. But they will want to continue to add silverware. The best teams of any generation, of any era in the beautiful game are the sides that, dare I say, are a bit greedy. They don't care how much they've won already. They want to win, win, and win some more. And Gotham seem to have that winning habit. They've won 2 NWSL crowns in 3 seasons and now want back-to-back Champions Cup triumphs as well. And they've been doing it while, as Juan Carlos Amorós put it in his pre-match thoughts today, in an exciting way that sort of gets fans entertained, excited to watch his team play. He said he wants our fans and fans of other clubs to be excited when they watch his team play. Well, Jaden Shaw will not get there. It's covered up by Karina Rodriguez, and it's a goal kick. I should mention that Gotham are without a couple of their stars. Their Champions Cup leading goal scorer, Bruninha, is not available, dealing with a hamstring injury, as is Rose Lavelle. She's not only a legend with Gotham, but a legend with the U.S. women's national team in her career. Both Bruninha and Lavelle were listed on the most recent NWSL injury list. Again, both dealing with hamstring injuries at the moment. Those are 2 pretty significant losses for Gotham in the attack. Well, the referee had a long look at that. Waited a moment or two to blow the whistle there. Oh, and it's the follow through there. It was Howell who ended up being fouled by Jace in that particular moment. Accidental contact, of course. Davidson tried to flare it over the top. It's going to be out of reach, and it'll be a goal kick. We talked about the 3 games without conceding a goal for Club America coming into this semi-final. If they were to make the final without conceding a goal, it would be the longest streak for Liga MX's Femenil team as far as winning without conceding a goal as well, if they can do both of those things. That, to be fair to that statistic, is a pretty big if, even without Bruninha and Lavelle in the lineup. This is well done here by Camberos. Cross takes a deflection. It was a chance for Jace. Couldn't fight her way through. Lost her balance at the vital moment. And Sonnet and company are just about able to play their way out of danger alongside Midge Purse. But there's more pressure here from Club America. They win the throw. Oh, the look, it's a critical challenge there. Jalen Howell does really well defensively there for Gotham. And after Club America had put in the extra hustle there in a really good way to win the ball back, and get a throw in. They don't turn it into anything on this particular occasion. And Gotham gets the ball back, although they put it in a dangerous spot again. Poor ball back to Ann-Katrin Berger, who could not get to it. And Gotham hand Club America a corner on a silver platter. Well, the midfield group of Howell, Sonnet, and McCaskill, they don't make many mistakes. That is a rare mistake. And Gotham put themselves under pressure here. The ball in from Antonio is headed high into the air. Davidson tries to clear it. It's to the edge of the area. Gotham are just able to push it out of the 18-yard box, but it's still with Club America here. On the byline, it's Jace deflected. And it's out for yet another corner. That time it was Astaire there defensively for Gotham, does the defensive work. And there's more defending to do for the champions here. Antonio is told to hold this up. There's a Gotham player down. It's the aforementioned McCaskill. Chidinma Okeke is saying that it might have been embellished by McCaskill, the contact you just saw there. Tough to tell. It did look like it was somewhat sincere. The corner goes over everybody's head, but it's picked up by Camberos. Puts in a decent ball that ricochets out of play and wide. Davidson was there on the cover. Looked like it was Issa Haas. It was so close there for Club America. It deflects back off of her and out of play, and McCaskill is down, potentially hurt a second time. Battling there with Okeke, and Owen gets a forearm to the neck area there. Referee gives one or two words to Chidinma Okeke there. Well, remember, there is no VAR, so the referees are going to have their heads on a swivel in those kinds of moments. And to be fair, the players might feel they can get away with a little bit more of that physicality, knowing that VAR is not going to really be able to crack down on that tonight, at least not as much. But again, the referees are more than capable of spotting those errors. It's what the assistant referees are for in those kind of situations that you just saw. It was solid build-up initially from Gotham, then it's a lovely return. Rights in down this near side for Jaden Shaw. Jaden Shaw's ball into the middle. Okeke's ball away. Able to win the header. Played up ahead, Montserrat Saldivar. Now Jace. Saldivar tries to return the favor. Jace will get there. Jace plays it across. There's the opening goal from Scarlett Camberos. Well, Club America play their way through, the champions here. It's a captain's goal from Scarlett Camberos. And in the 21st minute, the challengers lead the defending champions 1-0 in the semifinal. Well, a lot of this goes down to the former Gotham player here in Jace. Able to skip past McCaskill. A little 1-2, and it's 1-0, just like that. A tap-in for the captain, Camberos. Jace, who scored the first goal when these two met last year for Gotham, gets the assist on the first goal this year for America. And the Mexican playoff champions have the 1-0 lead. Well, that was so well worked, particularly between Jace and Camberos. And it's a bit of a shock to the system here for the champions, Gotham. Velasco's ball out to this near side is handled well by Rodriguez. Particularly for a Club America side that have been so good defensively, not just in the league, but again in this competition, going back to last year's group stage. An early goal is going to do them the world of good here and is going to put quite a bit of pressure on Gotham. Berger collects that ball in behind, but the flag goes up for offside. It's a free kick for the NWSL defending champs. I wouldn't say the goal was against the run of play, but Gotham had started out so positively, particularly in the opening 3 to 5 minutes. But you have to give credit to America. They've been slowly but surely getting their feet into this game, getting their legs underneath them, and have to be clinical in these kinds of moments as well. That's a poor back pass. The flag is going to go up here against Jace, who does score. It's a remarkable finish, but it is not going to count. Jace was offside before all of that happened. That's the call from the referees here. It's an exquisite finish on the back end. But unfortunately, from a Club America point of view, it is not going to stand. Well, nearly a dream start. 1-0 up is one thing. A second goal would have put Club America potentially in the early box seat. There's been a couple of nervy moments for Gotham, particularly playing out of the back. Case in point, another misplaced pass invites more Club America pressure. And that switch from Berger is picked off. Saldivar gets it back. It's a lovely give and go. And the shot is parried over the top and out by Berger. It's another corner. And Club America can sense that they're in the ascendancy here. Pretty comfortable save in the end. But Club America get a chance created way too easily there from a Gotham point of view. Another set piece opportunity. These are very important minutes, you feel, for Gotham to try to keep it at 1-0, the way it's going right now. And from the corner was nearly a free header. Sonnet does not clear it. It's whipped back into the middle. The header is going to rainbow out of play. It's a goal kick. Up ahead by Davidson. Touchdown for a Gotham throw. That's played down the line by Estair. Cutting in field, it's Midge Purse, who had a chance to score against Club America for a second year running. Really good effort. Puts it wide of the target. Well, Purse looks to be onside all the way. Lovely little deft cut infield, and it was a good effort. Goalkeeper was just about beaten, I think, if that was on target, which it just about wasn't. Well, that's the response you'd hope for if you're a Gotham supporter. Talked about the moments where the likes of Esther and Lavelle and others have scored big goals for Gotham over these recent seasons. Well, Midge Purse has to be put into that category as well. Has also been a clutch player for Juan Carlos Amoros in multiple competitions. Champions Cup, certainly among them. Time and space for Wrightson and Gotham. On the turn, McCaskill. Played back for Davidson, who's got to be careful here. Plays quickly, and Wrightson again. Tries to feather it down this near side, and this time Midge Purse was not able to stay onside, it appears. Whistle went pretty quickly there. There's the look, and it looks to be the absolutely correct and spot-on decision. That's well done by the assistant referee. Well, particularly with no VAR, the assistant referees are going to be key to those offside decisions, and it's been so far spot on. Esther, who has not really been spot on so far, a couple of miscued touches. See another one there, but it's played back into her path by McCaskill. Esther tries the shot. It's blocked away by Haas. Gotham nearly win it back, but America play their way through onto this near side. Early ball up ahead, Antonio. It's going to fall here for Camberos, the goal scorer, trying to stay away from Sonnet. Camberos for Chase, who's not going to be able to get there. Well, when Club America can kind of play through those lines, particularly in the middle of the park, they look very dangerous going into Gotham's final third nearly every time they have it. McCaskill plays a lovely ball to get Gotham out of trouble. Sonnet up ahead for Shaw. Shaw and Purse have switched sides as this half has moved along. It's Howell out wide. This is Sophia Cook. That was blocked. Played back into the middle. Nearly fell for Midge Purse. It's still Gotham in possession here. McCaskill. Cook gets it back from Shaw. Still Sophia Cook couldn't get past the double team. Club America's defense stops her in her tracks. And Camberos is forced to check it back down. OKK under a bit of Gotham pressure here. Club America were a bit slow to play their way through, but play their way through they do here. Camberos' early ball. He's too early in the end, and Berger is there with half an hour gone in the half. Again, winner goes to the final on Saturday. And we'll play the winner of our second semifinal later on tonight, 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Washington Spirit against Pachuca. Ooh, that was a bit of an awkward defensive moment there. Isa Haas knew she needed to get something on that, but puts it wide, and it's going to be a Gotham corner. Well, credit to Haas for having her head on a swivel here. Would have been a very tight offside decision there. But either way, it is a Gotham corner. Champions in need of a response before halftime. In by Wrightson. Headed towards goal, headed off the edge of the 6-yard line. Shaw couldn't quite keep it alive. Recycled by Esther. Wrightson into the middle. It slithers past everybody. Sonnet lets it roll out. It's a Gotham throw. It'll be taken quickly. Sonnet back from McCaskill. McCaskill can't get on the end of the Sonnet return feed. Sonnet's effort keeps Gotham on it with Jalen Howell. That's a poor ball. Gotham give it away. But it's a good step defensively to win it back. It's then looped over the top. Nobody there. Shaw was the intended target. KK and company shepherded out for a goal kick. Saldivar tried to thread the needle for Jace. It doesn't quite come off. McCaskill, nice ball played into her, and then just out of the reach of his stare. It's just been a moment here or there where his stare has not quite been able to make it happen. That is a poor challenge from Wrighton. And Guro Wrighton, he's going to receive a yellow card as Club America will get the free kick. That last touch from Jace keeps it away from the Gotham defender. And Wrighton is the first player to receive a yellow. What can Club America conjure up here from this set piece opportunity? Mentioned Wrighton, a big key Gotham signing last in England with Chelsea, of course. And her and her teammates fend off another Club America attack here. Well, the answer is yes. It wasn't too difficult. Saldivar skies it over the top. And that'll go down as a bit of a missed opportunity there for Club America. Davidson. Ooh, lofted this over the top. It's going to fall kindly here. Oh, and the chance is going to go over the top and wide. What a chance for Midge Purse. It fell so kindly for her in behind. Velasco did put some pressure on her, which may have influenced it. Looked like Purse again was onside all the way. Gets there first. And Velasco maybe slightly puts her off by getting in the vicinity. And Purse knew as soon as she hit it that it was nowhere near the target. Talk about a missed chance. Couple of key moments in just the last couple of minutes. Club America spurn a really good free kick, and then Gotham on the break. Really wasn't even the break. It was just a simple ball over the top from Tierna Davidson. And Midge Purse could not capitalize on winning the foot race. Well, that's a dangerous touch. Couple of moments where Gotham are very close to sort of picking Club America off when they're playing out of their own half. But sometimes you need to be brave and courageous in those kinds of moments, even if you risk giving the ball away. And to give Club America credit, they have been brave, they have been courageous in playing out of their own half, and most times they have played through Gotham so far. Got to give a lot of credit to Angel Villacampa's group in that particular department so far. We mentioned it earlier, when they've played through Gotham in the midfield. They've then been able to get out and very quickly push it into the final third and create chances, including, of course, the opening goal. Oh, it's a little bit too loose from Howell. Had to stretch just to get a touch onto it, and the touch then leads to Gotham giving it away. The initial hold-up play there from Sophia Cook was solid, but then it's given away. Again, Club America can manage this a bit. I briefly mentioned this earlier. Gotham got off to a little bit of a slow start in NWSL play this season, but they're in good form at the moment. Back up to 5th place in NWSL play coming into the night. Recently 2-0 winners away to Seattle Reign in the league. That was 5 days ago. They're actually unbeaten, Gotham, in their last 5 in NWSL play, including 4 victories, all of which have seen them keep a clean sheet as well, which is why the goal was a bit of a surprise, I'm sure. Particularly to Gotham supporters. They'd only conceded 1 goal in their last 5. They had started the regular season with just 1 win in their first 5. 2 draws, 2 defeats in there as well. But then again, they've won 4 of their last 5. Unbeaten in their last 5. As that shot from Jace took a little bit of a deflection. Berger does well to corral it. Another look. It was a good step defensively by Davidson. After that, you don't know what's going to happen from a deflection point of view, but and Katrin Berger all over it. And then once again, a little bit of a misplaced pass from Esther. Well, you can't say this very often, but I think it's in the realm. Esther has been a bit sloppy in this first half. You do not say that very often. We've seen her get on the ball and promptly give the ball away just about every time she's touched it. Which again is very much not the norm for her. Well, here comes Club America here. It was a good turn by Garcia, who shoots. Didn't have enough venom behind it. Pretty comfortable save in the end for Berger. But Gabriela Garcia had a really nice run leading into that. You don't blame her for shooting there, but didn't have enough power behind it. And Gotham controls with 5 minutes plus stoppages remaining in the half. KK's defensive maneuver there sees it deflected. Lestaire complains here. I think she's the one that's been caught offside. I think the argument from Lestaire and Gotham is that the defender deliberately plays the ball here, and it finds its way to her. Lestaire, from a positional standpoint, is offside, but Gotham had it. Well, they tried to make a case to the referee there, but of course, the decision stands. It's played out wide by Soto. Camberos, the goal scorer. He was well defended by the veteran Emily Sonnet, who's also had a fantastic career and continues to have a fantastic career. Emily Sonnet's a Marietta, Georgia native. And has accomplished so much in her career. Club America from the corner. It's Garcia's initial header. Purse will try to shield this and then decides to smack it off of Antonio and out for a goal kick. Didn't take any chances there. But then Gotham give it right back in the end. Well, since the opening 10 minutes, it's just not been up to snuff for Gotham. No questions about that. Saldivar for Club America to the byline. Cross is caught by Berger. We talked about Emily Sonnet. It's her third year with Gotham, formerly of the Washington Spirit, Seattle Reign, Portland Thorns. Earlier in her career is a well-capped U.S. Women's International. Well, is there time for Gotham to find an equalizer before the break? That's going to be a foul against Midge Purse, taken quickly by Karina Rodriguez, only for Gotham to win it back quickly, with Tierna Davidson and company leading the way. It's a lovely ball played through, looking for his stare. Good clearance by Velasco. Run down by McCaskill. Clipped over the top by Davidson. It's a really good ball. Rides in. Plays it into the middle. A critical defensive intervention. Keeps Gotham from getting a shot away. And we're into 2 added minutes at the end of the half. Well, now then, Soto beaten to it by Jess Carter. Up ahead for Shaw. Jaden Shaw is dragged down by Garcia. And Gotham will get a late free kick here, as Gabriela Garcia will get a yellow card for the challenge, and there's not really much to argue over about that. Very deliberate tug on Shaw's arm, upper arm, almost actually near the shoulder. Referee absolutely right to give a yellow card. There was spot on, frankly, on both of the yellow cards that we've seen so far tonight. And this could be Gotham's last chance of the half to try to get back on level terms. Well, there are the two for Gotham mulling this over. The way that it's being set up, it does appear that Gotham are going to try to get a shot on target here. There's three trying to kind of mess around in the wall, if you will, and wreak some havoc. A couple off to the side, but really, particularly in the half's final seconds, Gotham will look to put this on target, maybe get a rebound if they don't score from it. It's going to be Jaden Shaw into the wall. Sophia Cook tries to reset. 2 minutes are up. Can Gotham get this back into the penalty area? Lovely weaving run here by Cook. Still Sophia Cook, but she overruns the ball and gives it away to Garcia. Now is there time for Club America to break up the other end. They have numbers here. Jace leads the charge. Plays it across for Camberos. Oh, what a save by Berger. She's fouled in the end. Garcia chipped it over the top and puts it in. It's not going to count. More brave goalkeeping from Ann-Katrin Berger, who's down in agony here. Jason Camberos link up a second time, but it doesn't lead to a second goal. What a frantic and frenetic ending to the first half. Looked like Camberos was just onside there. Lovely feed from Jace. Better goalkeeping from Berger, makes the stop. Held onto the ball initially, then it's taken out of her arms accidentally by Camberos as she falls to the ground. Referee called the foul after that, which means any further action is null and void. It's going to be a free kick for Gotham, but Ann-Katrin Berger's health is the #1 point of conversation at the moment. Did briefly see Juan Carlos Amoros having a word either with an assistant or potentially with the fourth official over that challenge from Camberos, you would think. Jace was getting 1 or 2 words from Angel Villalcampa, her head coach, after Club America did so well to break on the counter. And if it weren't for Berger, they very likely would have made it 2-0. Gotham playing with a bit of fire at the end of the half. They don't convert the free kick. They're left stretched up the other end. And while Ann-Katrin Berger continues to be looked after here, the referee is going to say that is it for the first half. Well, what a first half it was, particularly from a Club America point of view. They played incredibly well with quite a bit of confidence as well. Some frustration amongst the ranks for Juan Carlos Amoros in Gotham, who did have quite a few chances in that first half. We send our best wishes to Ann-Katrin Berger. Hopefully she's okay. Bumped and bruised a couple of times in that first half. Gotham have 3 goalkeepers to choose from if they have to take her off. It's halftime in Pachuca in the first semi-final in Concacaf W Champions Cup. We'll have highlights and stats to come after a quick break. It's Club America 1, Gotham 0. Welcome back, everybody. Sean St. Jacques here with you at the half in our first of 2 semifinals in the Concacaf W Champions Cup. Club America leading Gotham in a rematch of last year's semifinal by 1-0. We look at the first half highlights. Big chance for former Gotham star Jace, the Brazilian, just beaten to it there by Jalen Howell after Gotham actually had gotten off to a good start. But then the opening goal, Jace plays it across the middle, tucked in by the captain, Scarlett Camberos, to give Club America a 1-0 lead after 21 minutes of play. It was such a well-worked transitional move and finish that gave Club America plenty of confidence, as if they needed any more, coming off the back of a playoff win in Liga MX Femenil to win a third league title. They pressed on from there, the Mexican side. They really continued to create chances, but then Gotham had a couple of close calls, particularly from Midge Purse, cutting in field here, puts it just wide of Velasco and the Club America goal. Those were the signs of life from the defending Champions Cup winners. Another chance from Midge Purse, a direct ball over the top from Tierna Davidson. That was put over and out by Purse. Good pressure from Velasco off her line, puts off the Gotham attacker on this occasion. And then Club America continued to create opportunities in the final third. The shot there from Jace deflected and saved by Berger. Then the moment at the end of the half, Berger clattered into by Camberos off the Jace feed, and Katrin was taken off on a stretcher. We'll see if she can return. It clearly looked serious. Hopefully for her sake and for Gotham's sake, it isn't. But that's where we stand. 1-0 Club America lead after 45 minutes of play. And at the half, you look at the halftime stats. In some ways, it tells quite a bit of a story here. Club America with 5 shots on target to Gotham's 0, and have doubled Gotham up as far as total shots, despite Gotham having nearly 60% of the possession as well. Certainly Juan Carlos Amoros has to make some adjustments here at halftime. We'll see how the second half plays out. 1-0 Club America at the break. We'll take a break. Second half's coming right up after this.
Welcome to Mexico City for tonight's Concacaf W Champions Cup.
The stare for Gotham. It's saved again. Scores this time.
The Nigerian one-on-one. Pachuca could be in once again.
This broadcast is copyrighted by Concacaf for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this broadcast or any picture descriptions or accounts of the game without the consent of Concacaf is strictly prohibited.
To Mexico City for tonight's Concacaf W Champions Cup.
Gotham, it's saved again.
In a one-on-one.
Mexico City for tonight's Concacaf W Champions Cup.
A stare for Gotham. It's saved again. Scores this time.
The Nigerian one-on-one. Achuka could be in once again.
To Mexico City for tonight's Concacaf W Champions Cup.
Gotham, it's saved again.
In a one-on-one.
Welcome back, everybody. Sean St. Jacques, our entire crew. Great to have you with us. You may have just seen there that Gotham have made 2 changes at the start of the second half. The most notable, of course, Ann-Katrin Berger cannot continue for Gotham. So they have brought in Shelby Hogan instead. So a goalkeeping change for the defending champs at the start of the second half. And they're in behind very quickly here. Good save. Esther on the follow-up. A third try touched away after Velasco makes a save for Club America. What a start that could have been for Gotham. The other change, Lily Reel comes in for Sophia Cook. For Juan Carlos Amoros, they have another player down here, Gotham, as both teams have come out swinging here at the start of the second half. Well, Esther struggled in the first half just to make passes, really. Nearly scores, and then there's the first take for Shelby Hogan. What a big opportunity for her, for Gotham. Again, we send our best wishes to Ann-Katrin Berger. Hopefully it's nothing too serious, nothing too long-term. As Jess Carter is slow there. There's the shot from Esther earlier. Good save, Velasco. Second shot was blocked away by Chidima Okeke. And then Esther could not get a third attempt off. Great goalkeeping by Velasco. Well, we mentioned this earlier, Shelby Hogan has not played in NWSL play yet this season. Did start and play in 2 games for Gotham in the regular season last year. Played the full 180 minutes in those 2 games in the regular season. Did have 4 saves. Well, she'll be asked to step in to a big role here in this semifinal to help keep Gotham within 1 and hopefully get back into it. And there's a chance here. Esther equalizes. That's a superb goal. Gotham's number 9 strikes again when they need her most. And inside of 3 second-half minutes, Esther comes up with another clutch goal for Gotham, and the champions are back on level terms, 1-1. Esther Gonzalez is a big game player, and she punctuates the start to the second half with a big chance that she couldn't quite take. But off a lovely feed in behind, she nestles it into the bottom left-hand corner, doing what she does best. And it's the perfect start to the second half for Gotham. A swift response from the champions, who have quickly tied the game up. Time and time again, Esther has come through for Juan Carlos Amoros. And on another big night, she comes up trumps again. And that seems to have sucked some of the air out of the building here in Pachuca. Well, you could just tell, not just by the reaction of the players, but the reaction of the manager, Juan Carlos Amoros, how important not just the goal itself is, but the timing of the goal to get Gotham back on track. It looks like Jaden Shaw gets credited with the assist. It was such a lovely ball played through the Club America lines there. And Esther, with a couple of defenders bearing down on her, makes no mistake in front of goal. And it was, frankly, a razor-sharp finish. That's going to be caught by Hogan. So far in league play this season, Astaire has scored twice in 9 Gotham appearances. Remember, scored the winner in the Champions Cup final last season in the 82nd minute to down Tigres and win the title. Has also scored goals to win NWSL finals for Gotham as well. Astaire. And comes up with another superb finish in this semifinal. And she might not be done yet. They look for her again here. It's just going to trickle out of play. That's going to be a foul and a free kick. Goes against Jace. Well, what's the old saying? Big-time players step up in big games. And the Spaniard Astaire, he's a big game player. Well, that time it was Jace, I think, pulling down Jess Carter, it looked like there. Well, we should mention that if it does stay like this, and it, of course, very much might not, we would go to extra time. We have to decide a winner tonight, of course. And then if it stays tied after extra time, 2 15-minute periods that is, we would decide it on a penalty shootout. So that is all in play. But I might add, we are very far from there. The run here by Saldivar is going to be held up. Not able to really get after that Gotham back line on that particular occasion. Tries again down this near side, and again the combination of Howell and Sonnet are able to win it back for Gotham pretty comfortably in the end. We said it earlier, I'll reiterate it. The few times that Astaire got on the ball in the first half, she just struggled to get clean touches, to get clean passes away. But what did we say? That's the exception, not the rule, when it comes to the Spanish star. And how quickly has she rectified things in the second half? Did not take her very long. One big chance saved, the other scored. Now Club America look for the answer here. That's a good catch. With a little bit of awkward traffic in front, Shelby Hogan does the job. Here is Midge Purse, who did have a chance to score once or twice in the first half. Back for Hogan, who outlets well down that far side. It's a miscued touch by her fellow substitute, Lily Reel. As we look at the Hogan catch in traffic from earlier. The feed from Garcia was cut out. Forces Club America to reshuffle the cards here in their own half. It's played down the line for Saldivar. KK. It's forced back to Velasco. Some pressure from Astaire. KK needed to make that a clean touch. Does well. And then tried to clip it over the top. It's going to fall on the second ball to Saldivar here. For Jace. And eventually the flag goes up. It actually may have been up for a few moments there. Center referee just gets the attention from the assistant referee. So it's a free kick for Gotham, and Club America with 10 minutes now just about gone at the start of the second half. We're going to make 3 changes here. Well, Karina Rodriguez, Alexis Soto, and Chidima Okeke, we're told, are all going to make way for Club America. They'll be replaced by Karen Luna, Aylin Aviles, and Sofia Ramos in one foul swoop. Well, clearly, Anel Villalcampa feels that time is of the essence here. Let's make the changes we need to make right now. For those keeping track, that leaves Club America with 2 subs left that they can make. Gotham have 3 left after having to make 2 during the halftime break. Jaden Shaw tried to follow up there. It's played down the line for Purse. Shaw returns the favor. Midge Purse into the middle, blocked. And it goes out for a Gotham corner. Well, the Club America changes are mostly addressing the defensive side of things. So we'll see how they do handling this corner here. It's an in-swinger to the edge of the 6. Garcia's header away. Maybe a chance to turn and go upfield. It's a lovely take here by Jace, who was up against 2 defenders and then slips this through here. Camberos in behind, scores again! It's the same 2 players from the first half. Jace slips in the captain, Scarlett Camberos. Gotham caught out in transition. And for the second time tonight, Club America lead. 2 for the captain. 2 assists for the former Gotham star. And Camberos is lost here in behind, was clearly onside. Sonnet can't recover. And the Champions Cup winners are behind for a second time tonight. Camberos on a hat trick now. The Club America captain starring when it matters most in the semifinal. And Jace, a Gotham hero nearly a year to the day, might be coming back to haunt them in the rematch tonight. Jace has both assists, Camberos both of the goals. And Gotham were even more caught out this time than they were when they conceded the first goal. And the defending champions have to claw it back a second time. Now then, lovely reverse ball for Jace down this near side. Jace again, pawed away by Hogan. It's gonna roll out for a corner. Jace continues to be a handful for her former team here. Well, that's a tight call as far as offside is concerned. Maybe held onside by, I believe, it was Real who could have kept her onside there. Remember, there's no VAR. Doesn't end up mattering, at least in the short term. Hogan does well to keep it out, but there's still the corner upcoming as we approach the hour. It's played to the edge of the area. Oh, and it's scuffed by Camberos on a hat trick. Ends up skying it well out of play. So Velasco finally forced to pick it up by his stare. Gotham have 30 minutes to find yet another riposte. Or there's gonna be a new name on the trophy. But that's a lovely feed in behind. Jaden Shaw lays it off. Oh, and the shot is missed. A golden chance for Gotham. And it's Guro Wrighton, who was in the right place at the right time, but couldn't apply the finishing touch for the champs here. Once again, it's wonderful build-up. Jaden Shaw does so well, but it's a defender who gets on the end of it, and I must say it was a bit of a defender's finish. What a chance. Aylin Aviles, beg your pardon, gets a bit of a talking to here from the referee. Because of the missed shot, it should be a goal. Oh, no, it's brought all the way back for a free kick. Beg your pardon. Well, that gives Gotham another chance here. Lovely take here by Midge Purse. Bending it into the middle, but there's nobody there. Too tall on the feed. A bit of an odd moment there. The referee brought it back after Gotham missed the chance for a free kick. They get basically a second try at the same sequence. And Midge Purse was not able to pick out his stare in the middle. Well, knockout stage games, semifinals, finals, you name it, tend to come down to individual moments. Do you finish the chance? Do you not? And Gotham have left a couple of big chances on the table. Frankly, despite leading, Club América have left a couple on the table as well. Particularly in the first half when they were 1-0 up. Could have made it 2-0 a couple of times. Pressure here is on Garcia, who does spin away and then eventually loses the ball, but it's going to stay with Club América on the near side. And I believe it's for a foul and a free kick as the whistle goes here. Gotham can't believe the decision. They thought it should have been a throw. Camberos on a hat trick. The captain has been marvelous. Talk about being clinical on the big night. Captain is pulled through twice. Sends in a ball there to the middle. Again, comfortably caught by Shelby Hogan. Now, there's nothing Hogan could have done about the second goal. Gotham were caught out. And that Jace Camberos connection pays big dividends again for Club América. Speaking of Jace, wins it back nicely, but then the crossfield pass is cut out by Tierna Davidson. Up ahead for Shaw. In behind for Midge Purse, who didn't feel she was going to get there. Remember, the winner advances to Saturday's final here in Pachuca and gets the winner of our second semifinal, which will kick off in about an hour and a half between the Washington Spirit and, fittingly enough, Pachuca. Gotham make another change here. Savannah McCaskill's night is done. An extra attacker on for Juan Carlos Amoros. It's Katie Lampson. Gotham have 2 changes left. They have 25 minutes left to respond. They had a chance there from the throw, but Garcia was thrown to the ground. It's going to be a free kick for Club America. Good amount of their supporters here in the ground. There have been some Pachuca supporters who got here very early to see what for them is really the appetizer to the main course later tonight. We'll take on another NWSL former champion in the Washington Spirit. We'll hope to get to their first continental final. That's going to be miscued, out of play. Referee says, let's get on with it. It's a Club America throw. Well, that just, I think, went out of play. Gotham get the ball back. In dire need. Can have some control, but more importantly, some chance creation. It hasn't been there consistently for Gotham tonight. It's kind of come and gone. And in that case, you have to credit Club America's defensive setup and, by the way, their ability to break in transition. That's been the key moments for the Mexican champions here. That's another lovely reverse ball. Is Jace going to be able to keep this in play? Not quite. But it was a really good idea. The execution wasn't far off either. Oh my goodness, the referee has waved, I think, the medical staff on here, as Gotham have another potential goalkeeping issue here. Shelby Hogan stretching her left leg here. Referee has let everyone know that she's going to stop the clock. Well, for those just joining us, Shelby Hogan had to come in at halftime for the injured Ann-Katrin Berger. Now she's in discomfort. Remember, we told you that Gotham are carrying 3 goalkeepers on the bench tonight. Well, there's 2 left. Now the look, Hogan just goes down under her own power here. That is not a good sign for Gotham. Well, the 2 goalkeepers left are Ryan Campbell, who has not played a lot the last couple of seasons for Gotham, and their newest goalkeeper, Tegan Y. And you're starting to see the goalkeepers, among others, start to stir here for Juan Carlos Amoros in Gotham. They'll get a chance to regroup here, at least with the on-field players. And the outfield players, more specifically. Hogan tries to run this off. Jace is in behind here, lays it off for the finish. Elena Aviles makes it 3-1 to America. And is that the goal that takes down the defending champions in Champions Cup tonight? 20 minutes left, and the champions Gotham are 3-1 down after another moment where Club America catch them out. It all started so harmlessly, just a little ball dinked in behind The clearance from Davidson takes an awkward ricochet. And it's Jace again with the 1-2 feed into the middle. Aviles finishes. Jace has all 3 Club America assists against her former club. And Aviles may have just scored the goal to knock the champions out. Back to live action, another shot goes wide. Well, in some ways, all 3 of the goals have come from defensive miscues from Gotham in one way, shape, or form. But you have to credit the clinical edge from Club America. Camberos on the first 2. Aviles on the last one. And nearly a year since they last played each other, the scoreline has been flipped. Gotham won 3-1 last year. The rematch sees Club America flip the script, and they hold a 3-1 lead with 19 minutes left. That in itself is remarkable. And Club America are very, very close now to landing a knockout punch. Gotham need to get the goal back very quickly here to try and stay in the fight. From the set piece, it's caught. Velasco has no troubles with that. Remember the goal that Ester had in the second half. That's the only goal that Club America have conceded in Champions Cup, and now Gotham have to score 2 more. But here's Lampson. Oh, put it into a dangerous area. It's then clipped into the middle by Lily Reel. There's nobody there to attack it. It flies out of play. Another look. Jace just continues to make the right play every time in the final third tonight, and Aviles with a simple tap-in. And Club America could be closing in on getting their revenge for last year. Oh, Gotham will get a corner here. The good news for Gotham is despite being down by 2 goals, there is time left. If they can get one, they'll feel they could get another. From the corner, it's a glancing header onto this near side. And it's feathered back into the middle. Reel. Lampson! On the turn, it's saved by Velasco. And Gotham will get yet another corner. Really good turn and shot from Katie Lampson here. It needed a good save from Velasco, who did oblige. Gotham get another set-piece opportunity. It's whipped in towards Ester, cushioned header away. Couple of bodies go down. Referee lets it continue. Jay slips on the ball here, which allows Gotham to put it right back in. Header to the edge. Howell tries to get it. Lampson. Oh, Howell commits a foul in the end. And the pressure for now is alleviated. It's a Club America free kick. Oh, clever move from Jace. Fouled. And wins a free kick. Well, with 15 minutes left, it's fair to say Jace has been the MVP of this game against her former club. Gotham are going to make another change here. Looks like that's going to be it for Emily Sonnet. Replaced by Kaya Harper, which means that Gotham has one change left. Well, you know that Gotham have the heart of a champion. They are not going to give up. They hope that they're also not going to run out of time as well. Lamson, oh, lovely turn into space. Release it down the far side for Esther, who's offside. And frankly, the ball took her too far to the byline anyway. She would not have had a straight look at goal. But either way, the attack fizzles out. Another look. Oh, it's very tight from that vantage point. As it continued on, did look like Esther was maybe just a step in front. Rolls out of play. It's a Gotham throw. Midge Purse in for Howell. Back for Davidson, who assesses the scene. Tries to thread the needle for Lamson. Lamson does well in traffic to keep Gotham on the ball. And then it slides through down this far side for Real. And Lily Real wins Gotham another corner. I must say, Gotham aren't exactly in a hurry to take this. They probably should be. They finally get the ball in play. Some seconds did tick off the clock there. It's played square for Real. Real on the return. It slithers towards the penalty spot where it's popped into the air by Jalen Howell, and Velasco has no trouble corralling it. Couple of moments where it just hasn't fallen to the right Gotham player. And Howell in that moment, yes, was rushed, of course, but was not able to trouble the goalkeeper. That's touched through and then touched over the top for Jace. Club America, can they apply a finishing touch here? A knockout blow. The shot is saved by Hogan. And now the flag goes up. It was Camberos looking for the hat trick. Shelby Hogan makes a solid save. Ends up being a Gotham free kick. Captain cutting in field. It's a good strike. Comfortably saved by Hogan. And now Club America are going to make another change here. Well, that's going to be it for Jace, it appears. Gets a really good ovation from the Club America supporters here. Gets the assist on all 3 goals against her former club. She makes way for the Americans, Sarah Lubert, who scored a key goal or 2 for Club America in their Champions Cup run last year to help them get to the semifinals. That leaves Club America with 1 change left, should they choose, beg your pardon, to use it. Lamson was fouled there by Lubert. Purse, early ball in behind. Nobody there for Gotham to track it down. It's going to roll out for a goal kick. And the champions have 10 minutes plus stoppage time remaining. Well, Gotham win the ball back. Esther. It's lovely hold-up play. Out wide, Lily Reel. Jaden Shaw with 2 players on her. Did Shaw keep it in play here? Well, she did not. Gotham were looking for a corner there. Referee says it's a goal kick. We get the luxury of a second look at it here. Well, it's very tough to know where the ball was in relation to the line there. But it does hit Shaw last. Shaw dinks it over the top, header away to Garcia. Garcia for Lubert. Ooh, Lubert was dispossessed. And then the flag goes up against Esther as she tried to get the shot away. Oh, clearly, Esther was offside. It was her teammate who touched it towards her. Again, the assistant referee all over it. Again, one more reminder. This is the first of 2 semifinals tonight. Just over an hour from now, here in Pachuca, it will be Pachuca taking on the Washington Spirit. Winner gets the winner of our first semifinal, and as it stands, Club America have control in their pursuits, not only of a place in the final, but of retribution for Gotham knocking them out last year in the semis. And at the moment, they will have quite literally flipped the score in their favor from last year. Garcia gets away from Shaw. Club America trying to play their way through again. It's wonderful build-up. Good challenge from Hogan off her line to get there first to keep Gotham alive, at least for now. It's really good goalkeeping here. Had to get there first, and as you can tell there, she did. Oh, and may have picked up a bit of a spike afterwards from Saldivar, unintentionally, of course. This ball is threaded through. Katie Lampson. He's not going to get there. In some ways, that kind of sums up Gotham's attack. Not fully, but partially in this second half. It's just been a little bit off. Well, we're told that Gotham are preparing their final change. We'll get to that in a moment. Esther. From Mitch Purse, Gotham need that second goal as soon as they can get it here. Purse cannot get the return from Esther, and that's going to bounce out of play, and Club America have 6 minutes now to see this out, plus stoppages. Juan Carlos Amoros is going to make his final change. That is going to be it for Jaden Shaw. Got the assist on Gotham's only goal of the night. Has had some chances since then, but makes way here for Sarah Szupansky. And that is the last roll of the dice for Gotham here in the Champions Cup tonight. Juan Carlos Amoros has exhausted all of his alterations, at least from a personnel standpoint. Club America have one more change left. It'll be interesting when and if Angel Villacampa decides to use it. Lubert poked it away from Howell, shielded away by Davidson. Oh, it's given away again. Club America can slam the door shut. Oh, But the shot is skewered wide by Saldivar. That would have wrapped it up. Another clumsy moment from Gotham in their own half, given away by the defender. It's Antonio who wins it back, and then it's Montserrat Saldivar, who should have done better with that. Could have finished the champions off then and there. Well, will Club America rue that miss? Or is there just too little time left for Gotham to mount the comeback that they need? The pressure from Szupanski. And she's the guilty party here. It's a foul and a free kick going Club America's way. This is going to be speared up ahead. It's a bit wasteful. Club America could have at least taken some time off the clock, but maybe they feel they can just let Gotham play out and then take it from there. There's been some big mistakes from Gotham in doing so, and case in point, another takeaway. Lubert goes down, and oh, the referee's pointed for a penalty. It's inside the penalty box. A yellow card comes out as well for the substitute Harper. And it appears the referee has given Club America a spot kick. Oh, and she shouldn't have. Contact came outside of the penalty area here. And unfortunately for the referee, and our officiating crew has been so good tonight, that's the wrong decision. And there's no VAR to go back and fix it. Well, either way, Harper makes the wrong choice there with the challenge, but clearly that was not in the penalty area. Again, we get the luxury of a replay. The referees do not. And as we said earlier, their decision is final. There's no VAR to go back and check that. So Scarlett Camberos, the captain, who's on a hat trick, can complete the hat trick here and essentially put the final nail in Gotham's coffin tonight. For the last 10 minutes or so, the champions have been hanging on by a thread. This would knock them out. It's Scarlett Camberos for America. She scores! Camberos converts the penalty off the crossbar to complete her hat trick. And the captain lands a knockout punch to Gotham and punches Club America's ticket to Saturday's final. Camberos hits it on the right side of the crossbar. Club America lead 4-1. And the champions Gotham are going to be sent packing here in the semis. Camberos, the captain, is the hat-trick hero. And Club America can get their sights set ready for a Saturday final. Club America make their last change here. Xcaret Pineda comes in for Antonio. And we are officially into stoppage time at the end of the match here. 3 added minutes. Well, the story has been the 2 Club America stars. Scarlett Camberos with a hat-trick of goals. and Chase, the former Gotham player, a hat-trick of assists that have combined to give Club America a dominating 4-1 lead in stoppage time. A lead that has sucked the life out of the defending champions here in Champions Cup. So impressive from the newly crowned Mexican champions in Liga MX Femenil in the recent playoffs. That confidence has come into tonight and has led to a famous Club America result. There's no questions about that. Another ball played in behind. This will be cleared by Hogan. Gotham corral it in what's left of their Champions Cup title reign. They'll have to get back to work in NWSL play to try to defend that crown once league play for them resumes. And for Club America, just like Gotham did last year, some more symmetry. They will look to complete a domestic and international cup double, a league and cup double on Saturday night. And for Gotham, really, it's as simple as this. Too many defensive mistakes tonight. Club America took advantage of many of them. Not all of them, but many of them. And despite Gotham threw a stare, getting them right back in the game at the start of the second half, that momentum never really led to them taking this game by the scruff of the neck. They never had control in the second half, Gotham. They had a couple of good moments of control in the first half, even when they were down 1-0. But none of those moments ever lasted throughout the match. And a lot of that has to come down to Club America's defensive look. And they've continued to be one of the better, if not best, defensive teams in this tournament. But also the midfield, where they really seemingly won the battle for the vast majority of proceedings tonight, particularly in the moments that mattered, beg your pardon. That's a foul and a free kick with the final seconds ticking away. That's full time. Club America dethrone the defending champions. They get revenge for last year's semifinal. And Club America, in defeating Gotham thoroughly here tonight, will play in Saturday's final with a chance to lift the Champions Cup for the first time in Club America Femenil's history. It's a famous night for the Mexican Giants. And for Gotham, in their defensive 2 titles this season, they've lost one of them here tonight, convincingly as well. They'll have to head back to the States to try and continue their NWSL defense. But it's Club America's night. They win it by 4-1. One of the former Gotham stars ends up being a Club America hero tonight. Chase with 3 assists. Scarlett Camberos, the captain, leading the way with a hat-trick. And Club America, after winning the playoffs in Liga MX Femenil this month, they now have a date with a Champions Cup final on Saturday night. The final score is America 4, Gotham 1. We'll hear from both teams in a moment and return with highlights and stats after that in Pachuca.
This amazing environment in Mexico. How you feel about the challenge to be here, and what is the thing that what do you think that will happen in this match with you?
Yeah, I mean, obviously I think that was a good challenge for us. Club America's a great team. I think traveling here was really difficult for us. Altitude, the environment. Obviously it was a great crowd. No excuses for us. We need to play better, but yeah, obviously a really challenging way to start the tournament for us.
We have a next match, the third match. What is the thing that we need to change for the match for the next one?
Yeah, I think we got to come in front foot. We can't get scored on first. We have to score early goals, and that's always our goal. So going into the next match is what we need to do.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Los goles, ¿qué se siente estar en la final?
¿Eran 2 o 3?
3 goles, perdón, sí. Se probé uno. 3 goles, a un paso de levantar la copa. ¿Cómo está el equipo y cómo se siente a partir de esto? Y también casa llena.
Sí, pues la afición siempre nos ayuda. También en la final que tuvimos hace unos días fueron muy importantes pues cómo fue el resultado y cómo nos motivaron ese juego, y pues no faltaron, ¿no? Y se agradece mucho. Pero sí, el equipo se ve muy bien, muy fuerte, tenemos mucha confianza, venimos de ganar y luego otra vez ganar hoy, entonces estamos muy bien.
¿Qué hay que mejorar o qué hay que pensar para llegar bien firmes a la final?
Sí, creo que sea quien sea, Washington o Pachuca va a ser un rival competitivo, entonces pues esperar a quién nos enfrentamos, pero bien, estamos bien y vamos viendo, analizando los equipos.
Felicidades.
Gracias.
Welcome back, everybody. Sean St. Jacques here with you to wrap things up. Our first of 2 semifinals tonight in Concacaf W Champions Cup. Club America against the defending champions Gotham. See that was the start of the second half. Esther getting Gotham back on level terms. That made it 1-1 in the 48th minute. You felt the champions were right back in it at that particular moment. They gained a lot of momentum from that, but Club America continued to show their clinical edge in this second half. A key goal here from the captain, Scarlett Camberos. That put Club America in the 57th minute right back on top by 2-1. Just a couple of key defensive errors for Gotham that led to multiple goals tonight. That was really the difference in the game. Gotham had a couple of chances at 2-1 to get back into this game. That shot was missed by Wrighton here. Lovely layoff by Jaden Shaw. That easily could have made it 2-2. It was dragged wide of the target. You could see there from the reactions how big a miss that turned out to be in the context of the game. Then a key turnover here. Jace lays it off. Aviles, the substitute, finishes it off. That made it 3-1 in the 70th minute, and that essentially put Gotham with their feet to the fire They had 20 minutes from that point on, the champions, to come back from 2 goals down in the contest. And not to spoil it for you at this point, but this goal really was the definitive moment. It made it 3-1. It was too much for Gotham after that to mount a comeback. And credit Club America, they kept on pushing. Camberos there, nearly completing her hat trick. Key save from Shelby Hogan. Then, bit of a controversial moment. Penalty that shouldn't have been given was given as a penalty. No VAR to go back and reverse the call, so it's the final decision. And then credit Scarlett Camberos. A nerveless penalty. Nestles it in off the crossbar. Completes the hat trick. A captain's hat trick of goals. Jace with a hat trick of assists as well. A famous night for Club America. 4-1 winners over Gotham. Club America will play in the final on Saturday. Gotham, the defending champions, the outgoing champions, will play in the 3rd place game. Now, before we leave you, full-time stats look like this. A lot of shots between the two, but notice the difference in shots on target. A +6 in Club America's stat category there, and more importantly, of course, how clinical Club America were. They took advantage of a number of big Gotham mistakes. That was the key. It was a game of moments. The Mexican Giants were key in their moments to make sure that they got the job done. There's the updated bracket. Club America are into the final. Gotham, in the end, relinquished their crown. They'll play in the 3rd place game with a chance at the bronze against the loser of our 2nd semifinal, Washington Spirit and Pachuca, who will kick off in about an hour's time. That'll do it for our coverage of our first semifinal of the night in Concacaf W Champions Cup. For our entire crew, I'm Sean St. Jacques. We say so long from Pachuca. A famous night for Club America. They dethrone the defending champions Gotham by 4-1, and they're on to Saturday's final. We'll step aside for now. The 2nd semifinals coming up in about an hour's time.